Ready?
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? It's your girl Tiv.
And I'm Chris.
And we're coming at you with another video. Okay, this one's spicy. Because it's a blind date.
A blind date.
I wonder if it was inspired by Love is Blind.
Probably.
By Marvin.
Let's see.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette and we are here today with Blind Date Love. Now before we begin, if you'd like to be featured in any of these upcoming episodes, the submission form will be linked in the description box below. Make sure you go ahead and fill that out. Now,
she a real businesswoman, right? She doing her thing, bro. That's lit.
This is going to be separate from Pop the Balloon. So if you want to be featured in this specific segment of Blind Date Love, go ahead and click on that submission form below just to go ahead and be considered, and we'd love to have you on. So let's go ahead and get started. As you see here, we do have our wonderful single lady next to me. I'm going to go ahead and have you introduce yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Sherelle. I'm 22. I'm an architectural drafter, so I came on the show today like I'm ready to find love, so I'm really excited.
Okay, just so the guys can know a little bit more about you. What are things like to do for fun?
Yeah.
Y'all, get y'all man that can cook. Because these are, sorry baby, can I have them?
Yeah, finish it.
He made us some like lunch and stuff because I'm back at work now. And it's like rice, some chicken, some potatoes in there too.
Good stuff. Boom.
Yeah, so a lot of like my spare time is usually spent with like my friends or my family, but like personally my own hobbies, like I've recently been getting into DJing. I don't do it in public yet, but and that's something like I like to do for fun, and like going to the gym, like that's just like my usual go-to right now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we do have 5 single men on the other side of this curtain. I know they're just waiting to hear more about you and you more about them.
Absolutely.
And we do see here you have a set of questions.
I do.
And we're going to go through each round and ask them a couple of questions, whatever it is, get to know them. And after each...
I like this experiment much better.
I like it.
Yeah.
Round, I'm going to have you eliminate a guy until we are down to your match. Okay, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Guys, are we ready? Are we ready over there?
Most definitely.
Yes. Okay. They said they don't sound ready to me, but whatever. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and have you start. With your first question.
So my first question is like, can you state like a fun fact about yourself, or just like anything, like, you know, to let me get to know you more?
And let's start with your name and age as well. So we'll start with contestant number 1.
Hey, I'm contestant number 1. My name is Rich. I'm 25 years old. And I would say a fun fact for me would be being involved with kids. I love the community, so that's something that I'm most definitely interested in. Just being able to connect with children and to provide resources to people that are less fortunate.
That's really sweet.
Contestant number 2.
I'm contestant number 2. I'm Andre. I'm 30. A fun fact about me is I like to make clothes. I taught myself how to sew. Taught myself how to do a lot of things. I like to be very hands-on with stuff.
And now for contestant number 3.
Contestant number 3, my name is James. What I like to do is mobile bartend. I run my own mobile bartending business. Been doing that for about 1.5 years, and
That's different.
I like it.
Really enjoy it.
Now contestant number 4.
Contestant number 4, my name is Tavier. I love to make music. Love all things music. Love to go to concerts, festivals.
How do you feel about his flame shirt?
It's cool. I don't know
all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
I can't figure out if I like it or not.
And contestant number 5.
Hi, I'm contestant number 5. My name is Kai. A fun fact about me, I guess, I love cars. I'm also an entrepreneur. I just bought my first water and ice store. Yeah, I don't know. Loads of big money.
Okay, all right. Nice to meet you all.
Yeah, nice to meet them.
Okay, go ahead and take it off with your next question for them.
So
damn, I thought, so is she gonna have to eliminate like contestant number like number 2, 4, whatever?
definitely something I want to know about you guys is, have you ever cheated, and do you think it's like a deal breaker in a relationship?
Okay, we jumped right on in.
Yeah.
Let's start with contestant
serious.
number 1.
Let's go.
Contestant number 1. Am I?
Do you think cheating is a deal breaker?
Being in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody cheated, would it be a deal breaker for me? Like as in a breakup relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fair. Same.
Younger years, of course, cheating is something that you do because you learn in a relationship. But in the older years, I wouldn't say so. So no. And then a deal breaker, would cheating be a deal breaker? What form of cheating? If you're communicating with someone else, I kind of feel like I'm someone who is a great man, so I don't necessarily kind of want to give in to that in a sense. But it's like if you're so involved with me, there shouldn't be nobody else.
Yeah. Okay. Contestant number 2.
Contestant number 2, no, I never cheated, and it's definitely a deal breaker with me. Like, I don't share.
All right. And contestant number 3.
Contestant number 3.
All right.
Yes, I have cheated. I don't think it's a deal breaker. I feel like it depends on.
Of course, people that have cheated say that they don't think it's a deal breaker. Of course.
The relationship, working on it, getting through it together, and just growing. And if you guys got to go your separate ways or move forward with it together, then that's what you got to do.
I disagree, but whatever.
Okay. Contestant number 4.
Contestant number 4. Honestly speaking, I don't understand the reason to cheat because, for me, I get in relationships because I, aspire that relationship. I want that relationship. So, personally, I haven't done that. But, and I do think it's a deal breaker because if you've cheated once, you're probably going to do it again. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I believe that shit.
Yeah.
Okay. And contestant number 5.
Contestant number 5. Personally, I've never cheated. I do think it's a deal breaker because I feel like it's a choice. If you chose to make that decision, step out on me, you willingly and consciously make that decision. So you weren't thinking about me or how I would feel. So personally, it's a deal breaker for me because if it were me, I would just leave. Personally,
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. If you with me, you with me. If not, you not.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's go ahead and throw in one more question in this round. And then we're going to go ahead and...
So my last question for this round is how open are you to therapy and issues related to mental health in men?
Ooh.
Okay, let's switch it up. Let's start with contestant number 1.
What do you think on that?
I'm open to it. I'm always open to stuff. Yeah, I'm not closed-minded about stuff like that. If I felt like I needed it, I would look into that for sure. Yeah.
Number 5
That's the right thing to do.
Ooh, contestant number 5. Sorry. My parents work in the Bay.
I mean, he better say that shit when his fiance is a therapist.
No, for me, I feel like truly that dudes who are going through stuff should talk to somebody.
Absolutely.
Because it's what's the point in actually holding that in? I mean, who's that gonna impress? I mean, who's that gonna benefit, really? And you got something that's bothering you inside, you gotta be able to, externalize it and get it out your mind so that you don't have to, continuously, have to worry about that noise in your brain. So you gotta get it out. You got to get it out.
That's right.
Behavioral health field, so I'm always open to it. I'm kind of hip to it. I'm not against therapy. I just hope it's for the right reasons. It's not trying to prove a point or try and get over on somebody of pointing out their downfalls or where they lack. But I'm definitely down for it.
Okay, contestant number 4.
I'm contestant number 4. I think therapy is very important for everybody, and personally speaking, I dealt with some issues that I needed therapy myself with, but didn't really go seek that. So I feel like that's very important for everybody to do, to experience. So yeah.
Okay. Number 3.
Contestant number 3. I think mental health is really important, but I'm not the type to really go to therapy right now. I'm open to it, but I'd rather just communicate and see where it is with it.
Contestant 2, I would say I'm open to it.
I feel like she can't pop him, but she gonna say bye-bye to number 3. I would.
But I've actually been to therapy when I was in the military, so yeah, it's definitely helped me out. So I wouldn't mind going. Like if I had a problem, wouldn't mind going to seek therapy.
Okay, and number 1.
Contestant number 1, I say I'm most definitely open to therapy. I've been in therapy. I do social work as well, and so I'm helping people out all the time. And so even healing journals, Black man healing journals, if those individuals who never had one get one. So I'm all in support of mental health.
All right. I know you heard a lot.
I did hear a lot.
So unfortunately, it is time where we do have to eliminate someone from, our lineup of men.
Number 3.
From the 5 different guys we've heard, whose answers weren't you really resonating with?
I think for me, the person I wasn't resonating with the most was contestant number 3.
Okay.
Told y'all.
Reasons is the cheating, and I don't think that's something in a relationship that you can necessarily jump back. Sorry,
backpedal from, recover
I
from.
I just don't think that's something you can necessarily work through. So yeah, that's my reasoning.
Okay, so we're eliminating contestant number 3.
Contestant number 3.
Okay, contestant number 3. Let's have you come on out. You want to go right on?
Hold on. I'm gonna need to run that back. I'm gonna need to run that one back real quick.
Something you can necessarily work through. So yeah, that's my reasoning.
Okay, so we're eliminating contestant number 3.
Contestant number 3.
Okay, contestant number 3. Let's have you come on out. You want to go right on over there? All right, so
she looked awkward as hell. She's like, I don't like him anyway.
Yo.
If you want to remind us of your name again?
James.
Okay, so James, she ended up eliminating you because of the cheating thing and all of that. If you want to kind of elaborate on what you stated a little bit more, or do you understand where she's coming from as well?
I understand where she's coming from. I feel like it's a deal breaker for a lot of people. Like I said, it depends on the relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we do thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. I appreciate
it. Thank you for your time.
Nice to meet you as well.
Okay, that was our first elimination.
She had her arm behind her back and he had his hand in his pocket. They were not going to give a hug, no nothing. They're like, bye.
Let's go ahead and move on to round 2. Hit them with their first question.
Yeah. So my first question for the second round for you guys is, do you prefer a partner that's more similar to you or different?
Okay, let's start with contestant number 1.
She could have been more.
Do you like partners that are different from you or the same?
I need a little more detail.
Like personality.
Personality? But
I would hope not physically. I mean, even though.
Personality in what sense? Like talking more, talking less.
Your personality.
More funny. I don't know. I can't imagine somebody with my personality. I like your personality for me. So whatever that is, then yes. No, verdad.
Baby.
Say.
What do people say about us?
That we're douchebags.
No.
¿Qué dicen?
Incorrect.
¿Qué dicen? Vean de por en tu.
Oh, they're gone. I got my eyelashes done. They're all gone now.
Bueno.
What the negative say about me and you?
That we're the same.
So you can't think of anyone that has your personality?
Baby, you're a little similar to me, see?
You douchebag.
That's a good thing, I guess. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Pero were you looking for that before? Like someone that was
Not necessarily.
Like, would you say that your previous partners have personalities that were more like you or not like you?
Not like me. So then probably like me. It makes more sense. Yeah. Okay.
Interesting. I would say the same. My past relationships weren't. They were introverted.
Number 1, I would say It kind of depends. I feel like differences can make each other better, but also those similarities are important as well because I want to do things with you. I want to go places with you, but also we do have differences. Then I would be comfortable with learning what you like, and then you learning what I like, and then we do it together.
Okay. Yeah. All right, contestant number 2.
Contestant number 2, I would say it kind of just depends on the relationship. Obviously, we would have to have some things that are different so that I would be able to get to know you and you would be able to get to know me. But on the other hand, we would definitely share some of the same things as well because, I mean, if we're going to be working on something or a relationship, we are obviously going to have some of the same interests, but it's kind of going to go both ways.
All right, and contestant number 4.
Contestant number 4, I'll just say, pretty similar to these guys. It does really depend. For me, I find like the more you're similar with somebody, the more, you can connect with them. So for me, I like to make music and do all things music related. So I like to go to concerts, festivals, do fun things, you know what I mean? And if you're not into that, it might just, it might hinder, our relationship just slightly, but I'm open to anything, to be honest with you. So.
Okay. And number 5.
Contest number 5. I'm trying to agree there.
He does music. How much music? That chain looks pretty hefty.
But else, I do like the mix of the two, but I do like having differences. I feel like me personally, I like to hear like a different side of a story or a different view. Especially me, I'm very used to kind of hearing people being the same idea. So I like hearing that, that other perspective on it, personally. But yeah.
All right, good responses. Yeah. Let's hit him with another question.
Okay, so my second question for you guys is what sets you apart from other men in today's dating culture?
Okay. Let's switch it up. Let's start in the middle of the one.
That's a great question.
She's going for the gut.
I know. Let's start with number 2.
All right, contestant number 2. I would say what makes me different is I'm pretty hands-on, and you don't have to tell me stuff. Like I pay attention to detail. And then like
that's a great thing to have as a man trait in this culture. Yes.
My background and just things that I've been through. As far as like growing up around women, I was brought up around women, so like I just kind of I have more of a caring side. I'm not just like out here just with no feelings or like I actually think about my actions and stuff, and I'm the type like
I like this dude.
I think she gonna pick him.
I like this dude a lot.
Do stuff that I don't want done to me because like I take things to the heart. So once I'm not feeling a certain way about you anymore, like it ain't no coming back from that. So I kind of try to keep that in mind as far as like how I'm moving to, so I wouldn't want to do anything that I wouldn't want you to do to me, pretty much.
Okay. All right, and let's hear from number 5.
Getting a fresh deal at Subway has never been easier. Just about any coupon in the app, get another free.
Here we are driving down the road, and all of a sudden, bam! There was a crack in our windshield.
What sets me aside, I feel like I'm my own person. So as far as like making decisions or just really, I feel like I've gotten as far as I've gotten based off my own experience and my own decisions I make. I'm not easily influenced, and if it's something I want to do, I'm going to do it. Obviously consideration to like who I'm with, but I'm not like a follower. I make my own way and my own motion. So if I mess up, that's on me. I don't have to like drag anybody down with me. Like I don't know, open my own 2 businesses by myself. I bought my dream car at 24. I just feel like I've just been moving at my own pace, doing my own thing. So I'm not really into like the other limelight or anything like that.
Okay, and number 4.
Contestant number 4. Ultimately, what makes me different is that I'm looking for marriage, to be real. Somebody I can build with, grow with, have kids with, spend the rest of my life with. So this is not just like a dating show for me. It's like, I want to get to know you. I want to know what you like, what you don't like, and
he's saying all the right things.
Hopefully, the connection builds and builds and builds. So we, can further that relationship and ultimately just grow together in harmony on one accord. So
he's taking her from me.
Contestant number 1.
Contestant number 1. I would say for me, just attention to detail. I think what makes me different is just I enjoy paying attention to detail, being deliberate in what I do. And so with that being said, like everything that we're going to set out to do, we're going to be the best to do it. So whatever dreams you have, we're going to conquer those. Whatever dreams I have, we're going to conquer those. And just like contestant 4 said, you date to marry. So that's the intention. And so with the intentionality and us coming together, what's stopping us?
That's right.
Okay. All right, let's throw one more question into this round.
Okay, so another question I want to know from you guys is, what do you think is your biggest red flaw or flag?
Yo, she's hitting it.
Let's start with
every
contestant
time.
number 1.
Contestant number 1, my biggest red flag, it would be my heart. My heart put me in bad spots of just kind of people who do me wrong, to be able to continue on and love them. And I think sometimes they can get you taken advantage of.
Okay. Contestant number 2.
Contestant number 2, I would say the same thing, kind of like just my heart for real. Like I be just too caring, and like I look past a lot of stuff. I give way too many second chances, and like I like to be for my people. So if I mess with you, I'm gonna give you 1,000 chances before I really just be like, all right, I'm done. So that's kind of like my biggest flaw right there.
Okay. Number 4.
I'm not trying to steal their answers or anything, but
my heart.
It is my heart.
Let me guess, my heart.
Because I feel like I'm a very nice person sometimes, and then that kind of comes off and rubs off in the wrong way with certain people. So I just try to avoid doing that. You know what I mean? Because whoever I'm dating or pursuing to marry, that's who I want to be with. So I don't want anything else to come in between that. So yeah, I'll just say it's my heart, my caring nature. It's how my family is.
Baby, it's hard.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Baby, you gotta follow his heart.
That's how I grew up, so can't help it, but I'm working on it.
Okay, and our last guy, contestant number 5.
Contestant number 5, I feel like for me, it's probably going to be like my personality. I'm a people's person, so I do network, and it's easy for me to talk to people and kind of like, get my way of being myself into a room. I feel like that, especially for if I'm going to be with somebody, I feel like they have to be able to understand that and know that like, I'm not like a quiet person, so I am going to be out networking. And I feel like, they just have to be strong enough and, have enough security to be able to withstand that. And
how does that have to do with your red flag? You're talking about what she's doing wrong, not what you doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Did you catch that?
No. It was okay.
Know that I do talk. I'm not like a very quiet person. It's gotten me into rooms I wouldn't have gotten if I was quiet. So I just feel like it's just need to be respected. Like, if I'm moving a certain way and I'm trying to do certain things, I expect you to understand that and allow me to do what I need to do to make sure we're good.
Okay.
That's true with networking, bro. You gotta talk to everybody. You don't know who's who know what. You gotta talk to everybody. Get information from everybody. What can you learn from? What can I learn from you? What can I learn from you? Hey, what's up? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Wait, what's up? What can I learn? You gotta talk to people, bro.
That's right.
That's true.
Okay. All right, guys. That was round 2.
It's round 2.
So it's time to eliminate someone. Who are you leaning towards eliminating?
I am leaning towards contestant
number.
I think it's gonna be 4 or 5. I think it's gonna be between. I don't think she's gonna do 1 or 2.
Oh. I don't even know, to be honest.
Contestant number 1.
That is shocking.
I'm just kind of not feeling that initial draw to him.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my reasoning today.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna have you stand on over there.
Your number 2 is sweating, bro. Like every single time, he's like, fudge.
And let's go ahead and bring out contestant number 1. Hello. You can remind us of your name again?
Rich.
Okay, Rich. So she ended up eliminating you. I think she said she wasn't really feeling your responses. How do you feel now that you've seen her? How do you feel now that you've seen him? Like, what's going through your head?
I mean, very beautiful. I mean, you got to be yourself and be honest. So that's how I move.
Absolutely.
Was there anything specific he said that you were like, oh no?
No, I think I was just kind of leaning more towards other responses versus his. So obviously, I don't want to waste your time if I'm not getting that initial like impression or spark. So that's my reasoning today.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Rich.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and move on up. All right, so we are now left with contestant number 2, 4, and 5.
She is very pretty, like naturally pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Okay, we're down to our 3 remaining guys. Let's go ahead and go on to round 3.
My first question for you guys will be like, what is your favorite pastime?
Okay, let's start with contestant number 2.
Pastime.
What do you like to do for fun? Like, what do you do to pass the time?
Oh, pastime.
My favorite pastime would be working on my businesses. Like, so I own a clothing line, so I like to make clothes. I make a lot of clothes from scratch. I like to think of a lot of new designs for upcoming seasons and stuff I want to drop. I also breed French Bulldogs, so I be with my dogs a lot. Or, you know, I do trucking as well, so I own a trucking company, so I like to take a drive.
It must be an OP operation. What the hell is it called?
Baby, what are you saying?
He said he does trucking.
I know. He does a lot. He got 2 businesses. He does trucking. He breeds dogs.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Dang.
I'll take a drive at night and pretty much just get out, see the scenery, you know, relax, just enjoy my time, peaceful time. I kind of like to, you know, just be in my own little area, just, you know, doing my own thing, not too much going out or anything. I like to, you know, find activities or something, or, you know, really just work on myself for real. If I'm gonna pass time, I at least want to work on myself and go ahead further, continue chasing my goals and getting to where I want to go.
Okay, thank you. Let's hear from contestant number 4.
I would say my favorite pastime is traveling. I really, really, really love to travel because there's so much beauty in traveling. Get to meet new people, network, try new cuisines and all that different kind of stuff. And I like to do a lot of adrenaline rushing things while I'm traveling or, you know, while I'm at home too. But yeah, I would just say overall, I really, really love to travel and go see new things, different things, because the world is so big and there's so many people in the world. So it's like
100%.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I will tell all of y'all is go see the world, go travel, leave your city, leave your state, leave your country. Go see something else. I'm telling you, it's gonna open up your mind in ways that are inexplainable.
like, why not experience it, you know, and learn it for yourself? And it also opens your mind to new things, new people, how they act versus how you act, because a lot of us can be very, very limited to our current situations or environments.
Yes.
And that's one thing I dislike, is to just have a one-sided mind. I like to be open to all people, understand all people. So traveling helps me open up and learn new things, see new things, taste new things, do new things, all the above.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. And let's hear from contestant number 5.
Contestant number 5. I do love the gym. I feel like that's like the greatest outlet in the world. I feel like we deal with all types of problems every day in our lives. I just feel like we all need to have a good positive outlet. Besides that, I'm gonna go back to my car. I love my car. I bought a Hellcat. I love it. It's the best thing in the world. I do like what contestant number 4 said, traveling. Traveling is great. It's nice to see the world, especially for how big it is. Especially when you live like in a local area and you haven't really been out, you don't understand how big the world is. Like when I went to Paris, opened my mind. I'm like, yo, this is real. Like this world is a real thing. So, definitely the gym, my car, and traveling for sure. Pastime.
Okay.
Yeah. I definitely felt them on the traveling part as well. Me myself, I've been to 26 countries.
Period.
Ooh, she know about traveling.
I'm not in the 20s yet, but one day I will be.
So
we will be.
I completely understand. I think it definitely opens your mind to new worlds and just gets yourself out of that bubble of, living here in the US. So yeah, it was really great to hear.
Nice.
My next question for you guys though is, if you could take me anywhere on a first date, where would you choose and why?
At PetSmart Kitchen, we're sharing
Great question.
hacks to make your dog's mealtime
Great question. Great question.
All of them are great questions.
Or with contestant number 4.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like doing things that build core memories for us. So, I know how to cook, so I'd like to cook for you. Take you home. We can go to the movies, do whatever activity we both enjoy doing together. I definitely want to do that. But apart from that, if that's not something that's in the picture, I would say, a fancy dinner, because we gotta pop out, because we that couple. But other than that, picnic in the park is cool too. I can cook.
Bro, what she said, what are you gonna do for your first day? How many you planning 5th, 6th, 7th date?
I think she's gonna pick him.
Probably.
Some food. We can go to the park, enjoy that, watch the sunset, nature, all that good stuff. So I'll just say anything that's really building core memories. Whoever I'm getting to know, I want to know what you like. So by the time we're doing these dates and things like that, I will already have like a mental picture of what's going to make you smile, what's going to make you laugh, and all that stuff. So.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and hear from contestant number 5.
Contestant number 5, for a first date, I like to have fun, and especially if I don't know you, don't know me, we need to meet on a neutral ground. So I would probably find like a little cool speakeasy, trying to show you a little something different, a little hole in the wall type of vibe. Yeah, I like the speakeasies. There's a few of them out here, so definitely probably there. A restaurant, something. I mean, yeah, I'd probably go the speakeasy route and get a little snack.
Okay.
Cool.
Get a little snack. This nigga's die. Get a little snack.
Contestant number 2. It would kind of just depend, once we started texting and I kind of felt the vibe, kind of see which way I would more lean towards. But I would say something like outdoors, like something cool, like cool vibe, something not too, nothing like no club or nothing, or
facts.
Just something that we could both at least have a conversation at, and like enjoy the vibe, and see some scenery or something. Might go somewhere. It might be a little something fun at the end of the night, like some arcade type vibe or some type of activity or something that we could just chill out, hang out, nothing too much high pressure or nothing, something relaxed, so we could actually get to know each other, and it's not, so much pressure and so tense, just come and have fun and, just really fill each other out.
Imagine somebody came on here and was like, what's your reason? Netflix and chill.
Question for this round.
So my final question for this round is, why do you think most relationships fail today?
Okay, let's start with contestant number 2.
I would say social media for sure. Social media is like, it has everyone thinking it's just so much out there that it's not. And then like a lot of people are really just.
Yes, and the algorithm is like what you look for.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't blame that.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. Like, yes, social media, there's a lot more access to a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. But, like, I don't know.
Social media makes it easier to mess up. That I agree on. But if you're continuously looking at those type of stuff, that's what's going to be fed to you. So you can't blame it on social media. You gotta start searching other stuff.
Right.
Into the hype right now. Everyone is just so focused on not missing out on something, and they think that they're gonna miss out on something. So it like kind of tends to make people do things that you wouldn't even normally do or even really want to do, but you just don't want to miss out and you want to be a part of the vibe or the.
That sounds like FOMO. You think that you're gonna miss out on what?
Whatever scene is going on. So I would definitely say like social media is a part, and like just like not being present versus being just in a whole nother world instead of being where you are.
And contestant number 5.
Contestant number 5, I'm definitely gonna agree on the social media part. I also think music has a part to play into this. I feel like nobody really thinks for themselves nowadays, and it's like somebody's favorite artist says something, they're gonna automatically believe it and go through it. And I just feel like it's just not like, for example, if you go out, you're gonna see the same people going out. But if you look at it on social media, it looks lit. But if you see them at the club, they're just standing around like just doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, it looks cool, but if you're really there, if you really know what's going on, you're gonna be like, yo, it's not really what's going on. So I definitely agree. Social media and music is just jading everybody's minds, and it's not how the real world works. It's just not. So social media and music is what I'm gonna say. Nobody really thinks for themselves anymore.
Okay. And contestant number 4.
I'll keep it short, but basically, I'll say lack of communication. It's very, very big to communicate when you're in a relationship, because when you think about it, you're gonna get married to this person, hopefully, and if that happens, things aren't always gonna be so bright. So the best way to solve those issues, those problems, is to communicate. And I found like a lot of my friends, a lot of people I'm around, have problems with the relationships just because they're going to other people.
He has like too smooth skin. What is your age? What was his age?
He looked like 23, 24.
Yeah, like I need. Yeah, he looks like a man-child.
To talk about this, and
not in a bad way. I feel like I'm always like saying really negative things. I think he very handsome, but like he looks like a man-child.
that their significant other did. And it's like, if you would have just went to your significant other the first time, you probably wouldn't have had that issue, that problem, whatever the case may be. You could have solved it in the blink of an eye. But because you decided to go to social media, like my boy said, or you listen to the music and let that influence you, or whatever the case may be, it's like it's not gonna work, even if you don't do those things and you don't have communication. You got to have communication overall.
100%.
Yes, I won't be making my...
Is number 2 crying? Or is he sweating?
Sweating. He definitely sweating.
Is he? Round.
It is the end of the round.
I know those are pretty good responses.
These are great responses.
You don't have communication. You got to have communication overall.
All right, it is the end of this round.
It is the end of the round.
I know those are pretty good responses.
These are great responses.
Unfortunately, we do have to get rid of one of those guys. Got to eliminate him.
So the person I'm picking this round to eliminate will be contestant number 2.
No! Dang!
Okay, I'm gonna have you stand on over there. And contestant number 2, let me have you come on out. All right, you can stand right over there. Okay, so why did we lean towards eliminating contestant number 2?
I think for me, when it came around to that date question, I kind of feel like it was not really like a lot of effort thought or put into it when it came to what could possibly be done. But that's just me. Like, I'm definitely like a more outgoing girl, I feel like. So I don't know, I just feel like I didn't really resonate that much with your answer today.
All right, and then sorry, if you can remind us of your name again.
Andre.
Oh, Andre don't got a mic.
No, I got it.
Oh, there you go.
Andre.
Andre, okay. Well, Andre, we do thank you so much for coming on. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we are in our...
I feel like that's so awkward with them like standing next to each other. Like, this is why I didn't pick you. Like, dang.
They were mad close too.
Final round. Final round. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue on to the question.
I feel like she's gonna pick 4
questions. We do have contestant 4 and 5 left, so let's
Okay.
get on with the first question.
So what I would like to know is, what is the most spontaneous thing you've ever done?
Ooh, okay. Contestant number 4.
I've done a lot of spontaneous things. So, for example, I drove myself across the country, changed my life. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, originally from Kenya, but I moved to LA.
I want to see his hair.
And I drove myself over there.
It was like orange. You seen that?
To pursue my dreams and my career. But I will say the biggest thing I've done was, I would say,
pick one.
Well, I'm gonna give you two. I flew out of the country alone to London, had the best experience of my life. But the biggest thing I wanted to say was I jumped off like one of the buildings in Las Vegas. It's called the Strat Tower. It really boosted my confidence. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I can do anything. Like I'm fearful. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, yeah. All right, contestant number 5. Let's hear from you.
Contestant number 5, geez. The most spontaneous thing I think I've ever done was kind of the same thing he did, traveled a little bit.
Come on, bro.
Went to Paris for a week, then took a train to Amsterdam, there for a week. You know, that traveling stuff and going out the country was really just a nice break from everything. But that's probably the most spontaneous thing. I was like, yeah, let me get my passport, start checking off these countries, getting these stamps. Went to Jamaica too, but nothing compared. I was out in Paris for Fashion Week, so I was like, I gotta go. I need to get lit, and that's what I did.
Yeah. Okay. What would you say is the most spontaneous thing you've done?
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I wasn't expecting this.
I feel like I've done a lot in my life, but kind of piggybacking off of like them, it's just definitely being able to solo travel as well as like with.
I really want to solo travel. I haven't done that yet. I want to be like in the mountains.
¿Con quién?
Solo.
¿Por qué? En la montaña.
Baby, because it's nice to travel by yourself. Look at them, they're saying, everyone tells me I wanted to travel by myself and never had a chance.
¿Y si te atracan allá?
Baby.
¿Qué yo voy a hacer?
Baby, you find me.
¿Y si te atracan? Dime tú.
You find me.
Yeah, location.
With my best friend, we actually share the same birthday, so we always travel together, and I feel like my times with her are just always so grand, and I'm so appreciative of the time.
I love how she did her makeup. I just have to say that
we have together. So I would say like my times with her is always just so spontaneous. It's just, I love it. Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and start off with that second question.
So my second question is like, what's a long-term goal you guys would like to achieve?
Okay, let's start with contestant 5.
She has amazing freaking questions.
Yeah, great questions.
Oh, I'm sorry. Contestant number 5. Definitely financial freedom. I do not like stress. I mean, I know it's a part of like everyday life, but I know like me personally, I like to, have a good time. So I would love to be. I understand financial freedom is not necessarily like super duper tin, but I would love to just be able to do whatever I want. I just feel like I don't want to stress about bills, yada yada. So I definitely think a long term goal is to get myself good now. So in the long run, I don't really have to worry about stuff like like I said, I just bought my dream car at 24. I'm about to be 25, so I kind of let you know where I plan on heading. So I'm just like, I don't really care about, the fun stuff now. Like I can do that later on if I just play on my cards right. So right now it's time to grind and build my legacy. So when I do decide to settle down, have kids and everything, I can do that without, really having to worry about it. So definitely financial freedom for sure.
Okay, contestant number 4.
100%.
Honestly, I'm really, really, really interested in building a family because that's just something I didn't grow up with like a lot around me. As far as like intermediate family, I didn't grow up with a lot of that around me, but I have always had like cousins and aunties and uncles and stuff around me. But ultimately, it's just getting to where God wants me to be urgently, because life is really, really short. And when you think about it, there really is no time. Like, there's no time at all to do anything. So I just want to do everything that I'm supposed to do, everything that I'm meant to do while I'm here. And I want to succeed and strive to that at the fullest of my capabilities, basically.
Okay. All right, next question.
So, my final question for this round is, how do you like to show your affection to the people you care about?
Good question.
Contestant number 4.
Quality time. Whoever I love is someone that I want to be around. So, if that's you, then I just want to be around you and spoil you, treat you to what you like to do. But, that goes vice versa. We do that towards each other, which builds a better relationship versus one person just doing something. But honestly, it's quality time, getting to know my partner, because you can never know someone 100%. There's always something that you're going to miss or something that you need to know that you didn't know.
That's so freaking real.
Mm-hmm.
You're always learning something new, something deeper, something more.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I learn something about you all the time.
Like what?
Like what?
One thing, baby. Name one thing.
Name one thing, baby.
One,
Why you gotta
baby,
put me?
One, baby, just one. Okay, half of one, baby, half.
How's the half of one? Baby, ¿qué diablo tú estás diciendo? I'll think of one.
Okay.
And
play it.
I know everyone likes attention. Everyone, in general. So showing that girl, that woman, attention is very important for me, because I know without that, there's a lot of problems that can hinder your relationship and whatever the case may be. And I don't want any problems in my relationship. So it's just quality time, attention, and just love and care, really.
Okay. All right, let's hear from you.
I learned that you didn't know some of your dad's side of the family.
Yeah. Me either.
Exactly. We all did.
That's a 5.
I think for me, showing my affection, like I said, I was raised a certain way. So it's definitely going to be, I hate to say it, a little bit more on the materialistic side. I'm definitely in tune with my affections and obviously being able to speak. But I know me, like I said, I like nice things. So if you buy me some nice thing, that's my love language. So I'm going to reciprocate that to you, as well as, a verbal and like reassure you side. Quality time for sure. It's just, I like you. I'm gonna buy you a bag or something, but that's only if you my girl. That's only if my girl though. Like, no, whatever. So, but definitely
He's a gift giver.
Yeah.
You give me nice things, I give you nice things.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
I look nice. I want you to look nice. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of it.
So,
all right.
Tough one.
We're down to our last 2 guys.
Our last 2 men.
Elimination time. Which one out of these 2 contestants, all of the responses really resonated with you? You loved what you heard, whatever it may be. Which one out of these 2 are we eliminating?
Did you know your skin is the largest organ on your body? Love your skin with full.
You think he's gonna eliminate number 5?
For me, it'll be contestant number 5. I think overall,
But we knew that she was gonna pick number 4. We said it. I said it. We said it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
It was kind of leaning towards the other person more, and just like the attention to detail and just like the intention of what you want going into a relationship and building that bond with the person. So I think the other person's answers resonated with me more versus contestant number 5 today.
All right.
Both great.
You can go ahead and stand on over there.
Hi.
All right, contestant number 5, come on.
Number 5 is so great though. I really like number 5 too.
Now.
Good luck, man.
All right, let's have you stand there. Okay, if you want to remind us of your name again.
Hi, my name is Kai.
Hi, okay. So you did end up eliminating him. Was there anything specific he said that you were like, oh, you know what? I'm definitely going to steer more towards contestant number 4?
I think it was kind of your last comment on my final answer in terms of the materialistic. I love gifts. I love giving gifts to my friends and my family. It's also another love language of mine, but I think like that bond is much more important to me than the other stuff.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I said I was like, I was raised a certain way, so like I understand my view is gonna be a little different, but
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you.
Nice meeting you as well.
Okay. Stay right on there, girl. Okay. So you did end up picking contestant number 4. So let's go ahead and bring out your match. Come on out.
Oh, snap.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'll have you just stand over here.
That was kind of an awkward hug. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Let's run it.
Let's go ahead and bring out your match. Come on out.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'll have you just stand over here.
Oh my god, he is a ginger. I don't know if it's dyed or what, but his hair is cool. I want him to take off the hat.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you're beautiful.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yes,
So I know you said a lot of his responses like really resonated with you.
Mhm.
What really like sealed the deal for you?
I just think like
Your homeboy cheese and she didn't even say nothing.
Go tell him, girl. Tell him, girl.
how I don't know, the way you articulated things, like that's just kind of how even I would respond to some of like my answers I asked today. And also your view on like mental health and everything, like that's so important to me. I'm a big advocacy for therapy. So yeah, I think that's just my final,
Okay.
I was just like, okay, like I think I'm leaning more towards this way, and I think like just as we went on, that's just kind of sealed the deal for me.
All right. So now you see your day. How are you feeling? How are you feeling, sir?
And they matching too. You can never go wrong with black.
Mr. Money Man. I'm just playing, no, but she's a beautiful young lady.
Yeah.
I loved your responses too when she did ask you, some questions. I really like your vibe and everything like that. You have a beautiful smile as well.
Thank you.
So
We're real happy.
All right. Well, I can't wait to hear about this follow-up.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope we get lots of
I'm curious
dates
to know about
and we
that
hear
follow-up.
good stuff.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
really, really happy for you too.
can we go skydiving?
Oh.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, y'all,
Bebé, no terminamos todavía.
Baby, este video ya tiene 1 hora.
Baby, ¿tienen algo más que decir? Hay 1 minuto.
All right. You guys keep going on.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry, baby, that was the end. I'm sorry, continue. All right, guys. It's been real.
It's been real, y'all.
Peace out. Signing out.